Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are taking that simple notary stamp and turning it into a real engine for income. And look, this isn't just about a little side hustle. We're talking about a blueprint for building an actual, profitable business from the ground up.
Okay, let's just kick things off with this number from notary business coach Sierra Walker, because wow, $10,000 in her first 90 days. And get this, she did it while still working her full-time job. That's not just a lucky break, right? That is straight up proof of what can happen when you stop thinking of your commission as just a stamp and start seeing it as the foundation for a real business.
So that really brings up a huge question, doesn't it? Is that notary stamp just a tool for a quick administrative task? Or is it the actual key that can unlock a whole new career with real income and, true independence? Let's find out.
First up, let's talk about what it even means to be a notary today. We gotta redefine it. You can just forget that old school image because the entire landscape is changing, and it is changing fast.
That old perception, it's fading away. And it's because the demand for specialized notary services is just booming. We're talking about mobile notaries who actually go to their clients, and even remote online notaries who can literally work from anywhere. This is a whole new economy, and it's built on convenience and expertise.
And this slide right here, this shows you the real-world potential. I mean, we are not talking about a few extra bucks here and there. The top notaries out there are building businesses that consistently bring in $5,000, $10,000, or even more every single month. That's a career, not just a task.
Okay, so let's get practical. The very first step on our roadmap is getting your official commission. This is the absolute non-negotiable foundation that your entire business is going to be built on.
All right, I know. A list like this can look a little intimidating. All these steps and legal stuff, but honestly, it's really just a straightforward path. Every state is a little different, sure, but the core journey is basically the same. Check the rules, do the training, pass the test, get bonded, and file your paperwork. Think of this as your personal checklist to becoming official.
And here we go. This is probably the most important leap we're going to talk about today. Having a commission is not the same as having a business. To really succeed, you've got to shift your entire mindset from an employee to an entrepreneur. Now, this is really interesting when you see it side by side. The employee mindset, it kind of waits for someone to bring them a document to sign. But the entrepreneur mindset, that's about actively going out and finding clients, creating service packages that are based on value, and always looking for new ways to grow. You stop being just a stamper, and you start being a problem solver.
And to make this super real, just look at this sample fee sheet from a real business called Lumina Notary Services. See? They're not just charging a few bucks for a signature. They're charging for their travel time, for specialized knowledge and loan signings, for handling complex documents like apostilles, and even for being available during emergencies. This isn't a task list. It's a menu of valuable solutions.
And that whole entrepreneurial mindset, it extends to your process too. This workflow, adapted from some of the best notary coaches out there, shows you exactly how to turn a simple request into an amazing client experience. Every single step, from that first quick response all the way to asking for a review, is designed to build trust and, of course, get you repeat business.
Okay, so a great process is awesome, but it doesn't mean much without clients, right? So let's dive into the most critical part of the business. How to find a steady stream of customers using smart marketing and building a rock-solid reputation.
A successful notary business has to be proactive. It's about combining digital strategies, like having a killer Google business profile that ranks high, with good old-fashioned networking. Building real relationships with real estate agents, attorneys, title companies, that creates a referral pipeline that literally works for you 24/7. It's all about visibility and trust.
And what happens when you have great service and smart marketing? You get powerful social proof. I mean, a testimonial like this one for a Lumina Notary is worth way more than any advertisement. It tells potential clients that you're not just competent, you're an invaluable guide they can trust.
This right here is a huge reality check. Because in a business that is built entirely on trust, your integrity is your single most valuable asset. And believe me, sooner or later, it will be tested. So check this out. Notary expert Amber Gist had this happen to her, for real. A client shows up for a huge signing. Everything's ready to go, but their witness has an ID that expired 5 years ago. Oof. Her response, though? It was a total masterclass. She spotted the problem, professionally laid out the rule, no exceptions, and then, firmly but politely, had to say no. You see, you have to protect your commission.
even if it costs you that one sale. Your reputation is worth way more.
So once you've really mastered the fundamentals and you've got a steady client base, the next step is to level up. And that means specializing in high-value services that, you guessed it, command much higher fees.
Think about it. These services solve really high-stakes problems. A loan signing agent is the last crucial step for someone buying their dream home, and a postule agent helps someone get a visa to go study abroad. This extra training lets you solve bigger, more complex problems, and that is exactly why you can charge significantly more for your expertise.
But what if you could make money without having to be physically present for every transaction? The next level of thinking is to turn your expertise into a product that can scale.
This idea for a notary public study guide game is just a brilliant example. Instead of only selling your time, you can monetize your knowledge by creating a cool, branded educational tool for other people who want to become notaries. That opens up a completely new stream of revenue that isn't tied to the hours in your day.
So, we've covered the potential, the process, and some really advanced strategies. Now, let's bring it all together into a concrete action plan that you can literally start today. This is it. This is your roadmap for the first 90 days, inspired directly by Sierra Walker's own action plan. And notice, it's not just about getting your stamp, right? It's about setting clear goals, building a marketing machine, and constantly investing in yourself. This is how you build real momentum right from day one.
And this final piece of advice really is the key to the entire journey. Your income is going to be a direct reflection of your skill. Continuous learning isn't just optional, it's the engine that's going to drive your success.
So, let's end with a little challenge. Don't get overwhelmed by all the possibilities. Instead, just ask yourself this. What is the one concrete service you can add right now to start building your own notary empire?